Text number 2 of 10th chapter from 9th canto, where Shukdev Goswami just summarized the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. So, third shloka onwards today we shall do. So, 3rd to 23rd, 3 to 23, activities of Lord Rama and killing of the Ravana. That means almost everything is covered. Okay. विश्वामित्राध्वरेयेन मारीचाद्या निशाचरा पश्यतो लक्ष्मणस्यैव हता नैरित पुंगवा Vishwamitra Advare in the sacrificial arena of the great sage Vishwamitra, Yena by whom Lord Ramchandra. Marich Adaya, headed by Marich, Nishachara, the uncivilized persons wandering at night in the darkness of ignorance, Pashyataha Lakshmanasya, being seen by Lakshmana. Eva indeed Hata were killed Nairit Pungava, the great chiefs of the Rakshasas. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the arena of the sacrifice performed by Vishwamitra, Lord Ramchandra, the king of Ayodhya, killed many demons, Rakshasas and uncivilized men who wandered at night in the mode of darkness. May Lord Ramchandra, who killed these demons in the presence of Lakshmana, be kind enough to give us protection. Again, a verse of prayer. Okay. So, Vishwamitra Advare, in the arena of the sacrifice performed by Vishwamitra, Lakshmanasya Pashyataha, in the presence of Lakshman. Yen Hata Nairit Pungava, Ramchandra, the one who killed the best of the demons. Lord Ramchandra killed the best demons, the top class, very dangerous, such as Marichadya Nishachara, such as Marich, Nishachara means who works in night, and who acted in ignorance, night time. So the pastimes which were summarized are not explained in more detail in 2 chapters. Nishachara means persons who act in ignorance, and Nairit Pungava means the best of the demons. Very dangerous demons Lord Ramchandra killed just like that. Yalo Kavira Samitau Dhanur Aisham Ugram Sita Swayamvara Grihe Trishatopanitam. Yalo Kavira Samitau Dhanur Aisamugram Sita Swayamvara Grihe Trishatopapanitam Adaya Balaga Jalil Ivekshu Yashtim Sajjai Kritam Nirpavik Vikrishya Babhanj Madhye Jitvanurupa Gunashila Vayongarupam Sita Bhidam Shriyam Urasi Avilabdha Manam Marge Vrajan Bhragupater Vayanat Prarudham Darpam Mahim Akrit Yastrir Araja Bijam. Yaha Lord Ramchandra, who Lok Veer Samitau, in the society or in the midst of many heroes of this world, Dhanu, the bow, Aisham of Lord Shiva, Ugram, very fierce, is Sita Swayamvara Grihe, in the hall where Mother Sita stood to select her husband. Trishat Upanitam, the bow carried by 300 men. Adaya, taking that bow. Bal Gaj Leela, acting like a baby elephant in a forest of sugarcane. Eva, like that. Ikshu Yashtim, a stick of sugarcane. Sajjai Kritam, fastened the string of the bow. Nirpa, O king. Vikrishya, by bending. Babhanja, broke at Madhya, in the middle. Jitva, gaining by victory. Anurupa, just befitting his position and beauty. Guna, qualities. Sheela, behavior. Vayo, age. Anga, body. Rupam, beauty Sita Abhidham, the girl named Sita, Shriyam, the goddess of fortune, Urasi on the chest, Abhilabdhamanam had gotten her previously Marge on the way Brajan while walking, Bhragupate of Bhragupati, Vainath destroyed, Prarudham rooted very deep, Darpam pride, Mahim the earth, Akrit finished, Yah one who, three times 7, Araja without a royal dynasty, Bijam seed. O king, the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra were wonderful, like those of a baby elephant. In the assembly where Mother Sita was to choose her husband, Swayamvara, in the midst of the heroes of this world, he, who, Lord Ramchandra, broke the bow belonging to Lord Shiva, Shiv Dhanus. This bow was so heavy that it was carried by 300 men. But Lord Ramchandra went and strung it and broke it in the middle. Just as a baby elephant breaks a stick of sugarcane. So, just as a baby elephant breaks the stick of sugarcane very easily. So, same way, Lord Ramchandra very easily broke the Shiv Dhanus. It was not a very small Dhanus, it was a very big one. So, 300 men was carrying it. So, and it's not like directly carrying. 300 men will take this and they will lift it. Dhanus, that bow, all people together, they will lift it and they will keep one step next. And then again, they will keep back. Then they will take some rest. And they will again lift it. And then again, one more step. Like that they were doing it. It was so heavy. But Lord Ramchandra just took it, just like a simple elephant takes a sugarcane and breaks it. He just finished. Okay, thus the Lord achieved the hand of Mother Sita, who was equally as endowed with transcendental qualities of form, beauty, behavior, age and nature. Okay, so Mother Sita was also equally qualified. She was equally who was equally as endowed with transcendental qualities. The qualities were almost same. What kind of form, beauty, behavior, age and nature. So basically, when the marriage is seen for a match for marriage, these kind of things should be given very much concern. These things should be given importance while selecting match for the boy or girl. What is that? Form, beauty, behavior and age especially, and nature. Very important is the nature. What kind of prakriti? If you make kundali, you will find that this one is Devi prakriti, this one is Asuri prakriti. So that kind of match is not good. Indeed, she was the goddess of fortune who constantly rests on the chest of the Lord. While returning from Sita's home after gaining her at the assembly of competitors, Lord Ramchandra met Parashuram. Although Parashuram was very proud, having rid the earth of the royal order 21 times, he was defeated by the Lord, who appeared to be a Kshatriya of the royal order. So, Lord Ramchandra, very nicely, in the society of many heroes were there. From all the world, many great warriors and powerful men, heroes have come for breaking that Dhanus so that they can get married to Mother Sita. But Lord Ramchandra, in between everyone, all the heroes of the world, in this main assembly, he just very casually took the bow, Shiv Dhanus, and just very easily broke it. Okay. And he also extinguished the pride of Parashuram. Okay, 8th श्लोका. यह सत्यपाश परिवीत पितुर्निदेशम स्त्रैणस्य चापि शिरसा जगृहे सभार्या राज्यं श्रियं प्रणयिनः सुहृदो निवासं त्यक्त्वा ययौ वनम् असून इव मुक्तसंगः. यह लॉर्ड रामचंद्र हु सत्यपाश परिवीत पितुः of his father who was bound by the promise to his wife. Nidesham, the order, Strainasya of the father who was very much attached to his wife. Cha also Api, indeed, Sirsa on his head, Jagre accepted Sa Bharya with his wife Rajyam, the kingdom Shriyam, opulence Pranayinaha, relatives, Suhurda, friends, Nivasam, residence Tektva, giving up Yayav, went Vanam to the forest, Asun, life, Eva, like Mukta Sangaha, a liberated soul. Carrying out the order of his father, who was bound by a promise to his wife, Lord Ramchandra left behind his kingdom, opulence, friends, well-wisher, residence, and everything else. Just as a liberated soul gives up his life and went to the forest with Sita. So Maharaj Dasrath, Prabhupada ji is writing in the purport that Maharaj Dasrath had 3 wives. One of them, Kaikeyi, served him very pleasingly and he therefore wanted to give her a benediction. Kaikeyi, however, said that she would ask for benediction when it was necessary. At the time of the coronation of Prince Ramchandra, Kaikeyi requested her husband to enthrone her son Bharat and send Ramchandra to the forest. So Maharaj Dasrath, being bound by his promise, ordered Ramchandra to go to the forest, according to the dictation of his beloved. And the Lord, as an obedient son, accepted the order immediately. He left everything without hesitation, just as a liberated soul or a great yogi gives up his life without material attraction. So once there was a fight between Asuras and Daityas and Devatas. So in that fight, Dasharath ji was also went there to help Devatas. So while this fight, actually Kaikeyi was very expert in fighting. So she also went along with him, and there something happened, like the axle of that wheel was broken. So Kaikeyi did some arrangement. Somebody says that she just put her finger or like that, something. She helped Dasharatha at that very critical moment. She helped very much, like putting her life on stake, and she helped Dasharatha. Dasharatha was so happy. And Dasarath said, "Not I will give you whatever you want, not one, 2 things I will give you, whatever you want. You can ask." She that time said, "I will not ask now." That time she was just like normal. She said, "I don't want anything from you." Dasarath said, No, you should ask." He said, "No, I don't want." He said, "No, you should ask." Then he said, "Okay, now I am having no idea. And sometime if I will feel, I'll ask. Leave it." She just left the matter. But later on, this because of the wrong association of mantra, she got this idea, and mantra only reminded her, "You have 2 boon from Dasarath, you can ask now." So like that, it's very dangerous to be with the wrong type of people. They can even put us against the Lord. Okay, because among all 3, Kaikeyi used to love to Lord Ram very much. Okay, but all of a sudden she became against Lord Ram only because of the association of such a crooked-minded lady, Manthara. So we are now trying to, somehow or other, trying to progress in bhakti, trying to love the Lord Krishna, Rama, trying to develop the love for Rama, trying to get into service to Lord Ram. Then if we are, sometimes we go in such kind of association of this kind of devotional people, materialistic people, crooked people, cheaters and very cunning people, then they will make us sometime against the Lord also. So we have to be very careful whom we are associating with. Okay. Maharaj Dasarath, in this way, this whole thing happened. And then Lord Ramchandra left everything and he went with Mother Sita into the forest. So So here, along with his wife, Mother Sita, Lord Rama carried the order on his head because the king was bound by the ropes of the truth to his wife. The king had to keep his promise to Kaikeyi. Actually, this is very nice episode where Dashrath says, Raghukula Riti Sada Chali Aayi, Pran Jaye Par Bachan Na Jaye. He says that, and last moment when Kaikeyi said, no, you just ask. Kaikeyi said, I'm just sad. He asked, why are you sad? Why are you sitting? Actually, that time in the palace, there used to be an angry room. If you are angry, you go there. Anybody in that room, it is considered that that person is angry with everyone or with someone. So, that in order to pacify him, someone has to go there and fulfill his or her condition and bring out from there. So that is called Kopa Bhavan, a special room to be angry. Okay, so it seems like maybe people were not angry at all, but if at all sometimes somebody is angry, go to that room. Okay, so it was Kopa Bhavan, a room for becoming angry. So you go and there sit there. So she was there and Dashrath said, why you are here? What is it? What I am not able to give you? Tell me. I am Dashrath. She was having another mood and she said, no, you cannot give what I want. And then first of all she said, no, you go. She made so much drama so that Dashrath will feel very much pain because he was attached to his wife. He was actually attached to Kaikeyi more. So then, that's why here Istranasya word has come, that he was attached to his wife. So he was telling, he was promising more and more that I will do whatever you will say. Please tell me how you will be happy. I will give you what you want. He said, no, you don't want to give anything. No, I will give you. No, you are just saying like that. No, I don't want anything. You are just like that. So she was making that more, that intensity within Dashrath. She was creating it more and more. So Dashrath was becoming more eager to know why she is angry. Then she said, Dashrath said that I will give you whatever you want. Just I will promise you. No, you are not promising anything. Earlier promise you did not fulfill, now what new promise? He said, Dashrath felt very, oh no, this is Raghukula Riti Sadachala. He said, I am from Raghuvansha. In this is the tradition in our dynasty that Prana Jaye Par Bachan Na Jaye. We will die, but we will never lose our words. We will always follow whatever we said. So, okay, then finally, when she made Dashrath pakka, like fully convinced that now it is ready to say this dangerous thing and Dashrath cannot say anything. Then she asked this two boon, that kingdom to Bharat and forest to 14 years into jungle for Lord Ram. So it's very difficult. Dashrath left his body even after that. So though the pleasure was difficult to give up by normal person, Lord Rama gave up everything. Because father is saying, and you go to jungle and you are a rightful owner to become king, why you will go? Nobody will care. But Lord Ramchandra went. Otherwise, in the history you might have heard many king, they killed their own father and became king. Right? But here Lord Ramchandra, he just went just only to fulfill the order of his father. And he went to the jungle. Otherwise he would have taken the kingdom forcefully like Kamsa. And in case of Kamsa, even the citizens were against of Kamsa. But here, nobody was against Lord Ram. Everybody wanted that Lord Ram should be the king. So like that. Okay, so it's very difficult situation was there. Actually, people were crying. Nobody was able to. Everybody is thinking that their life and soul is going away, like that. When Lord Ramchandra was leaving, people were so much sad. They were weeping and weeping and weeping. And more, they were crying because they were seeing Lord Ramchandra in the dress of his, at that monk dress. like jungle, the resident of jungles, like that. So do people ask that you are, the order is that you should go into jungle, so just go and live in the jungle. Why you have to put this kind of dress? Lord Ram said, no, the order has to be understood properly. Sometimes the words may be less, but you have to understand it properly. Living in the jungle, you have to live like a person in the of jungle, like whatever. I cannot create all the facility there in the jungle and live there. Otherwise, what is the point? Right? So I have to understand my father's order properly. Then they said, no, you, okay, jungle is fine. Okay, then you, why you are going so far? You live in this nearby some jungle and we can do every day up and down. Lord Ramchandra said, no, this is also not correct, because I have to go outside of my kingdom. Then only it is called Banavas, because whatever comes inside my kingdom, that's all under in my rule. So how can it will be Banavas? So I have to go other jungle. Then he went very far. Right? At least he said, I have to go away from the boundary of Ayodhya. Right? So Lord Ram was not only taking the literal words of the order, because sometimes when the Guru orders, then we may take only the literal word. He said this, so I am doing this. No, you have to understand the background of it. You have to understand the full meaning of it. Like that. And you have to follow it not only word by word, but you have to follow with all the intentions also. So we should know what the intention of our Guru is. That's what Srila Rupa Goswami Pad understood, the mood of Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood, not only instruction, but he understood what is his idea, what is his mood. He understood. Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishnu Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantam. That Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishnu, he understood the Abhishta, the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so that's the perfection. That is the first type of disciple who just understand, without saying he will understand that what my Guru needs. Okay, first type of disciple or first type of son. Okay, ninth. Okay, ninth shloka. Rakshah swasur vikrit rupam ashuddha buddhes tasya khara trishir dushan mukhya bandhum jagne chaturdas sahasram aparaniya kodand panir ata man uvasa krichram. Rakshah swasuhu of Shurpanakha, the sister of Rakshasa, Ravana, Vyakrita, Lord Ram deformed, Rupam, the form, Ashuddha Buddhi, because of her intelligence was polluted by lusty desires. Tasya, of her Khara Trishir Dushan Mukhya Bandhun, many friends headed by Khara Trishir and Dushan. Jagne, he, Lord Ramchandra, killed Chaturdasha Sahasram, 14,000, Aparaniya, invincible, Kodanda, bows and arrows, Panihi in his hand, Atmana, wandering in the forest, Uvasa, lived there, Krichram, with great difficulty. While wandering in the forest where he accepted a life of hardship, carrying his invincible bow and arrows in his hand, Lord Ramchandra deformed Ravana's sister, who was polluted with lusty desires, by cutting off her nose and ears. He also killed her 14,000 Rakshas friends, headed by Khara, Trishir and Dushan. Okay. So, Actually, where Lord Ramchandra cut the nose of Shupnakha and throat, that place only is called Nasik in India. You might have heard a place named Nasik in Maharashtra, India. So that Nasik is the place where the Nasika means nose. The nose was thrown. Why thrown? Because these people are demons. They have so many mystic powers. So she may fix it again and do some plastic surgery. It was there. Technology was there. Okay, so if they you just throw it back. So that place is called Nasika or Nasik. Okay. In that area only Lord Ram lived. Panchavati was there. Sita Katha Shravana Deepit Hrichayena Srishtim Vilokya Nirpate Dasakandharena Jagne Adbhutainev Vapushashramato Apakristo Maricham Ashu Vishikhena Yathakam Ugraha. Sita Katha, topics about Sita Devi, Shravan by hearing, Deepit, agitated, Hirt, Shayena, lusty desires within the mind of Ravana, Srishtim created, Vilokya, seeing that, Nirpate, O king, Parikshit, Dasakandharena, by Ravana who had 10 heads, Jagne, the Lord killed. Adbhut Ena Vapusa, by a deer made of gold, Ashramataha, from his residence, Apakristaha, distracted to a distance. Maricham, the demon Marich, who assumed the form of a golden deer, Ashu immediately Vishikhena by a sharp arrow, Yatha as come Dakshagraha Lord Shiva. O King Parikshit, when Ravana, who had 10 heads on his shoulders, heard about the beautiful and attractive features of Sita, his mind was agitated by lusty desires, and he went to kidnap her, to distract Lord Ramchandra from his ashram. Ravana sent Maricha in the form of a golden deer, and when Lord Ramchandra saw that wonderful deer, he left his residence and followed it and finally killed it with a sharp arrow, just as Lord Shiva killed Daksha. So then, seeing Maricha in the form of a deer sent by Ravana of stealing her, on hearing about her from Shupnakha, in order to distract Rama from the hermitage, like that they made full arrangement, and then Lord Ram went there to kill the golden deer, and here he came to kidnap Mother Sita. Okay. So actually that is very important thing to understand here, that it is, you might have heard the story anyway. So Mother Sita said that you bring this golden deer. So this is anyway the pastime, and we have to learn many things for Lord had done for our learnings. So if a person, a devotee who has this kind of desires, material desires, gold, name, fame, glory, gold, women, like that. He has this desire. He asks from Lord. Sometimes he may be taken away, because he may do some nice bhakti, and in between he will get some desire for material things. Then he will ask from Lord. Then, if in that way, what will happen? That person may be taken away by some demon or some non-devotees association, and he may go into there. Like here, Mother Sita got kidnapped by Ravana. So we have to be very careful that we don't have to desire anything material. Okay. So like that. So it's a very important thing to understand, and like how Maya can cheat us, in any way, and especially gold. Gold, or in modern days you can say money. It's a very dangerous thing. Okay, so next purport is quite big, and a lot of things are there explained. So this purport we will do tomorrow. Okay, 11th shloka. Till 10th we are